תורת הכל, מאת דוקטור אלון גלעדי.
מאמר רביעי.
יסודות השגיאה הקוונטית.
In parallel, and to a large extent simultaneously, with the development of the special theory of relativity, and then the general theory of relativity, quantum theory, or quantum mechanics, also developed. As noted above, already in the 1905 article dealing with the photoelectric effect, Einstein referred to light as a quantum, not as a continuous phenomenon, but as a phenomenon of packets, of quanta. However, within the framework of his central theories, that is, the special and general theories of relativity, he saw reality as a continuous reality. The two elements that underlie these theories are, ostensibly, the existence of deterministic laws of physics, the existence of fixed and universal laws of nature, and at the same time, the constancy of the speed of light, which does not change. However, when they tried to apply the theory of relativity to the elementary components, to the small reality in the atom, in the electron, in the proton, and later with the development of the quantum picture, in quarks, in gluons, in bosons of various kinds, including in the W and Z particles, and in the Higgs, it became clear that the theory of relativity does not fit with that reality, with the reality of the small particles. The theory of relativity was understood, ostensibly, as being suitable for speeds close to the speed of light, but it does not fit with the tiny reality of the elementary particles. In this reality, quantum mechanics claimed the existence of completely different laws, the existence of uncertainty, the existence of chance, the phenomenon of a particle that is both a wave and a particle, a reality in which it is not possible to reach precise results, but only probabilities. Thus, it is claimed that this is a reality that is not continuous, but quantum, a reality that is not universal, and so on and so forth. Thus, a deep tension has been created between the two central theories of modern science since 1905 and onwards, the theory of special and general relativity versus the theory, or mechanics, of quantum. The attempts of scientists since the development of these two central theories have focused mainly on finding a theory of everything, a single theory that would combine both quantum mechanics and the theory of special and general relativity into one complete theory of the universe. All of these attempts have failed miserably. No attempt has matched reality. No attempt has succeeded to this day. And the main reason why these attempts have not succeeded is very simple. Because science has ceased to be a rational science, a science of proof and refutation, and has become something else. From a science that operates according to the principles of science as formulated by Karl Popper, the principle according to which a theory is valid as long as it has not been refuted, and if it does not fit reality, it must be refuted and another theory found. Science has become a subjective religion, a cult, the Einstein cult versus the quantum cult, the Einstein religion versus the quantum religion. This phenomenon can be seen again and again. Why? Because when the special and general theories of relativity do not get along with reality, they create a new reality, a reality that did not exist and was not created. These two central theories do not get along with reality, not only in the quantum dimension, not only in the reality of small particles, but also in the great reality of the vastness of the universe, at the beginning of the universe, in the greatest story of all, the story of the Big Bang. The theory of relativity does not get along with the Big Bang, not with the expansion of the universe, nor with black holes. When scientists saw that it didn't fit, that it fell apart in the face of observations, that it led to numbers that didn't make sense, such as a singular point at the center of a black hole that became infinitely massive or the lack of an explanation for the universe not collapsing as it seemingly expands. They invented additional components and incorporated them into the theory of relativity. For example, the concept of dark matter was introduced, a concept that had never been proven, that had never been observed, and that was simply added to save a theory that didn't fit with reality. And the same pattern can be seen not only in Einstein's theory or cult, but also in the theory or cult of quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics doesn't fit with the fundamental laws of physics. It advocates uncertainty, a parallel reality of a particle and a wave, of a particle that is both a wave and neither a wave nor a particle. It posits a reality that is initially impossible to know precisely, a reality of probability, a reality according to which the observer supposedly determines reality, and not that the observer explains the existence he perceives. It claims coincidences, and so on, and at the same time repeatedly designs new particles, which come and disappear as if they were not there, in order to continue to hold on to its erroneous model. Furthermore, not only does it not fit with the laws of physics, but it also does not hold true to the reality beyond the dimension of small particles. Beyond a certain limit, a very small limit, it simply ceases to be valid. It does not fit the rest of the universe. This results in a situation in which the two central teachings of modern science, its two founding theories, are refuted in their content. They do not fit with the laws of physics. They do not fit with observations. And what do scientists do to this day when the theories do not fit with observations? They invent additional materials, add components to equations that have no connection with the observations themselves. Additional particles are invented. The quark particle, which has never been observed and has in fact never been proven. The gluon particle, whose very nature, as will become clear later, contradicts itself. Additional particles to describe the so-called weak force, W and Z, the Higgs particle, which supposedly constitutes mass, and many more components which in fact never existed and were not created, and even attempts are made to unify these two theories. Unity from nowhere to nowhere. And when we try to unify two theories that do not fit with either physics or observations, where do we end up? Do we end up with a theory of everything? No. In the end, we end up with nowhere.